Welcome to MarcusG.TV. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is nutrition. Jamie, what did we do the other day at school that was really cool?
We did a health fair.
Health fair for the kids. What grade? Started at what? 5th, 6th?
6th grade.
6th grade to seniors. Tough group to do a health fair too, right?
Well, our type of health fair.
Our type of health fair. So we took green smoothies to the health fair. Banana, apple, spinach smoothies. And we went through a lot of smoothie, didn't we, Jamie?
We sure did.
You kept running back and forth to the restaurant, bringing me fresh batch after fresh batch after fresh batch. I didn't want to make them there. I wanted just to have them easy to go. And we did a whole display of like all these superfoods, different beans, and what else have there? I had quinoa on there, and even had goji berries and raw chocolate out there. So the kids, Jamie, here was the huge surprise. And Justin, your class was probably the first or second class to come that day.
Yeah, second class.
The huge surprise is, you know, kids would eat healthy if they were given the options. Is that what the consensus was?
I think they liked the flavors of the smoothie, but they were very taken aback by the green color.
The green color.
So they didn't want to taste it, but once they tasted it,
they're like, wow, this is what this tastes like. This is great. What did kids say in your class, Justin?
They didn't want to taste it. It was green, and then we told them what was in it, and they were like, oh, I like apples, I like bananas. They tried it, and then they ended up liking it, and they'd tell their friends about it. And then
everybody would come back for more.
Everybody kept coming back for seconds and thirds, and people had heard about it, and they kept coming over to us. And I think we were the hit of the health fair. Would you say that's correct, Justin?
Yeah. At lunch that day, I heard the lunch monitors were talking about a smoothie, and they were like, I heard your parents are doing a smoothie in the health fair, and I'm like, yes, and they're like, oh, I have to go check it out.
Yeah. So, now, most kids tasted, most adults tasted, but there were still a few teachers that took their kids to this health fair that were like, no, I'm not going to taste that, I'm not going to taste that. There was a good handful of teachers that were like that. And I'm like, really? You're bringing these kids, you're bringing your class to a health fair?
And you're not even
and you're not even trying them? Like set an example. And here's what I'm talking about. You parents, you teachers, you've got to be setting examples. You're the ones, if you just give it to these kids, they'll eat it most likely. If you just take the time to do it and educate and tell them what they're doing. I educated a ton of kids that day of all these good foods and all the good foods on the table and what they're doing. And they were fascinated by it. They were really fascinated. If you're not educating your kids, there's other people like food manufacturers that are going to educate your kids. And to all those teachers that make cupcakes and cakes for these kids' birthdays in school, that is just so wrong. It's just so wrong. One of the teachers came up to us and she goes, you know what? I make smoothies for my kids. That's what we do in our class when there's a birthday. We make fruit smoothies. And she goes, and all the kids love it. You know, these kids look up to. They look up to teachers, they look up to parents. You guys have got to be setting examples. You're going to be leading by example. The kids will eat it. Trust me, I was there. I'm serving green smoothies to kids. They're drinking it, they're eating it, they want it. That's the bottom line, and let's give it to them. So step your game up, parents, step your game up, teachers, and let's give kids some healthy food. And it's my rant about healthy food. And just, you know, it's like kids will eat it. They'll eat what's put in front of them. Most likely. Make it taste good and let them eat it. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching. How do you get your kids to eat good foods? Are you a parent? Are you a teacher? What do you guys do? What do you do to get your kids to eat good, healthy food? I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and pass it on.